I feel very spicy reading this book. I'd be taking notes. I'd be like, he did what? He put you
So I have on the pod with us today two very special guests. I have Alana and Samra, who are the co-hosts and the duo behind She Well Read, which is a book podcast. And how do you guys describe it? It's like a book club podcast?
Yeah, bite-size book club podcast. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So the way that I typically start off the conversations by asking you guys, how are you PMS? So physically, mentally, and spiritually.
Ooh, that's a good one because I physically right now I'm sore.
Oh no, what happened?
Well, I've been trying to get my steps in every day.
Fair.
And so like the beginning of the year, I was like, okay, Q1, my goal is to get at least like 7,000 steps for most of the week. And so now I'm like, okay, 7,000 was easy. We're bumping to 10K. Let's do this. And like, my body is feeling that.
Your thighs are like, girl.
Yes. And my hips and my ankles and everything else. And also, I guess turning 28 unlocks a whole new set of like muscle spasms. So I like yawn and like, I'm like, ow, that hurt. I was like, what is happening right now? And like my uncle's like, yeah, I'm gonna get you a giant bottle of Advil. You're gonna need it closer to 30.
Listen, I'm 40. I turned 40 last October.
Nuh-uh.
I have ibuprofen on my nightstand because I wake up and my back says, no, ma'am. Like, I haven't done anything. I haven't gotten out of bed yet. And my back is here. Okay, my back hurts. Everything hurts, okay? Not from steps. I haven't been working out or anything. It's just, I wake up and everything hurts, okay? So...
bestie.
You just hang in there. You just keep, if I was more active at 28, maybe I wouldn't be so sore. So you keep doing your thing. You keep.
See, and so I have a dance background too. So like I used to dance, not professionally, gosh, I quit when I started college, but I used to dance competitively. And so I have all the issues. All the dancers have like the ankles, the hips, all of that.
Gotcha.
So a lot of stretching is also in my routine because if I don't stretch, I'm gonna feel it. It's bad. So that's how I am physically.
Okay.
Mentally, I feel earlier I did say I was like, wow, I'm really happy right now. Like,
good.
I'm like very excited. We have a book festival we're doing next weekend, and so like I am pumped and also nervous for that. So I'm like good mentally, like happy would be my feeling. I would say spiritually, I've been trying to find my way for like the past, I'd say probably 3 years-ish of like figuring out where I like land there. Cause I grew up very like in the church.
Same.
Same. I was about to say probably very relatable experience for a lot of people. And I remember when I was in college and I would go to my dad's church and I'd just be like, I don't know why I'm here because I'm not listening. Like I'm not connecting to the message. Like I know I'm supposed to quote unquote be here, but like I'm physically here, but mentally I'm checked out. Totally checked out. Yeah.
Yep.
And so I did find a church here that I connected with a lot. It's a younger pastor. Shout out to Rock City. And I love his preaching. Yeah. Michael. And I love Rock City. And I have also just been trying to find my connection, like not only like just going to church and like watching sermons and like listening to the word and like finally understanding it, but like understanding it for myself in a way that I feel more connected to God.
Yes, and the personal piece. Yeah.
On the personal level. So that's kind of like the spiritual journey that I'm on right now. Like I feel like I was on a path with it and I kind of like veered off and like not forgot about it, but just like wasn't prioritizing it enough as much as I would like to. So getting back into that spiritually.
I think that's part of the journey, you know? I think figuring out what feels good, what makes sense for you, like taking a step back, I think it's part of it. And what about you, Samra? How are you PMS? So physically, mentally, and spiritually.
Okay. I had to write it down because I was like, I'm going to zone out in the middle of one and I'll forget the other. But okay, physically, I'm doing good. I feel strong is what I'll say, or that's like at least my goal and what I'm trying to embody. Just because I definitely feel you, Cassandra, about the back pains, not the black pains.
That too. I got the black pains.
That's real
trying to say, help us. Okay. My body said it's black pain too. No, back pain specifically. I feel like I just did not. I've always hated working out my upper body, and I just never did and was able to get by until I was not. And that was very recently, maybe in the past few years. Alana has seen me pop, crick, all this, like, it's like a lot. And so I realized, oh, I guess I need to have a bit more strength in my upper body. So I've been in this journey of like trying to do 10 push-ups. I'm still not there yet.
Okay. You're on the journey.
But we're on the journey. And so, it's just like, just trying to stay consistent. So that's really where I'm at physically.
Mm-hmm.
And then mentally, let's see. I don't know. I think strong again, like trying to stay mentally strong as well. Like financially, I haven't been in the best place for the past year. I left my corporate job about a year. It's been like a little past a year now, and I wasn't necessarily prepared to take the jump. So it's been like me catching up as I go and just figuring it out. And honestly, I think that could probably lead into my spiritual journey, because in the midst of like mentally hitting rock bottom, I feel like I refound my religion in a way. I feel like similar to Lana, like I grew up in the church, but never, I had moments of like, okay, yes. And like my mom, my mom was she still is, of course, like very godly and like believing in like Christianity. And so we went from, Baptist to this, to that, whatever. So always something I saw, like my mom and my grandparents, like I just looked up to them and they really believed in God and everything. But I never like it felt like a chore to me. And so I remember in college, I took like an intentional step back and I was like, you know what? Like, I hate this idea of like just going through the motions of it. So I was like, you know what? Like, let me stop. Let me just not. And if I want to go, I'll go. But like, I'm not going to force myself to do something. And so I did that. I definitely had a crazy era. And,
That's okay.
that was fun. I don't regret it. But I will say that like, my mid to late 20s is when I've like kind of started to walk down that road. And just like, it's funny because I don't go to church. I did for a second and then I stopped. But now I think I've gotten a lot more into just like my personal relationship with God, which I think is what I was striving for initially. And like part of why I took a step back, because I was like, something's not right with me and God. And I could just tell that. So I will say that like going through this financial hardship, it's like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Like I had to have something almost to ground me and like keep me sane. And I think for me, it was just like doing a Bible study every single morning, and just like before I do anything else, because I didn't have a corporate job saying like, okay, you have to be here at 8. I just would like start my day with God. And like weirdly, it's become something I look forward to. And so honestly, like I feel more spiritually strong than I ever have. Um,
Nice.
yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like obviously still a journey, but that's where I'm at right now.
I love it. Thanks for sharing. That reminded me like I need to start off my days a little bit better, because right now my morning is like alarm goes off and I hit the ground running, and I need to start off slower and maybe with like some meditation, some prayer, reading something just to like get my mind like better. So I would love to know, how did you guys come together and decide, you know what, let's go ahead and launch this podcast, She Well Read?
Okay, so from my point of view, I went over to Lana's for a sleepover and I was just on like some fuck shit kind of time. Actually, wait, can we curse?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Say what you need to say.
So I was just like having a good time, fun, la la la. And we were kind of in the midst of like adulting for the first time. We had just left college. And so
Wait, did you meet in college or did you guys know each other beforehand? Okay,
We
college.
We did.
did. Yeah, we
Freshman
met our
year.
freshman year. So
Okay,
like
nice.
my college experience was like very similar to hers. And yeah, so we were like still hanging out after college. And I think I wanted to start a book club. And so I was just like, I need community, Alana. Like, I'm thinking about doing this. It's real like low key, but like, what do you think? And she was like, you know what? I like your idea, but like, what if we did a podcast like a book club, but like a podcast book club? And I was like, wait, that sounds fun. I've never heard of anything like it, but I listen to podcasts. I love podcasts. And low key, I feel like it could be more low maintenance and like that's what I'm looking for. So like let's do it. And so that's kind of how the idea formed.
It was definitely birthed out of a place of just like wanting community. And we both used to be really big readers growing up. And then we got to college and like that went out the window. And so like it's been a really fun journey, like getting back into reading. That's kind of how like we started the show when we did 6 years ago, which is crazy to even say 6 years ago. It's insane.
Time flies.
It
I know
really
we
does.
think of ourselves as babies, but we're like, well,
like,
actually,
everybody around me is always like, you're damn near 30. And I'm like, please, can I just.
But still,
like, fighting words.
But still, though, like, y'all are still very young. Like, you still have your youth. Like, enjoy your 20s, enjoy your 30s. Like,
yeah, we are 30s.
Enjoy it. I enjoyed 30. I did.
Oh, see?
Because I felt like for me, I knew myself a little bit more. Like, I think around my late 20s, I started to finally figure out who I am versus who they taught me to be. They meaning like my mom and like, family expectations.
Yeah.
And then by 30, I was just like, well, shit, this is me. Like, and I'm okay with me, just trying to navigate a little bit more.
That sounds nice. I'm here for that.
You guys
for
are
20s,
doing
like,
great.
It's been like several eras, I feel like.
Yes.
You really can't even group the 20s into one 10-year span because I feel like
it's a lot of changes.
Yes, it's a lot of change.
Yep.
Yeah, every year was a different era in my life. I was a different person every year of my 20s.
That makes sense. Absolutely. Yeah. So you start off like you're in college, right? In your early 20s. Then you eventually graduate. Then you're trying to figure out, okay, do I want to do this career that I spent time learning about, right?
And money.
Right? Time and money, right? So a lot of commitment.
Yeah.
And then you're in it and you're just like trying to navigate whatever career you decided for. And then by the late 20s, you're just like, maybe I like it, maybe I don't like it. And then you're trying to figure out yourself and then relationships. Are y'all dating? What's going on with that? I'm such an auntie. I'm nosy.
I love that.
I'm so nosy.
That's so funny. But relationship, I'm single. I'm dating. I am seeing someone right now. It's very casual though.
Yeah.
But like it's like exclusively casual. If that's
We
a thing.
like it. Okay.
Like I'm not dating
him.
anybody else.
Yeah.
So
not that it's about me. I'm just like nobody asked for my opinion. Here I am.
Girl, ask for your opinion all the time.
Not now though. Not right now.
I mean,
Alana said, actually, y'all stop talking to me about these people. Like she said, unless I come to you, don't ask. And I was like, honestly, noted.
Well, only because all of y'all were asking me the same question in different fonts. And I was like, unless you hear otherwise from me, this is where we're at.
She said, I'll let you know, babe.
I will let you know.
Fair.
Yes. I am exclusively casually seeing someone right now.
Okay. All right. I love it.
I feel like I just made something up.
I like it though. I like it. Exclusively casual. I like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, coin it. Trademark that. I'm distracted from my own self. Okay, well, what am I gonna call mine? She made something up. We're
come at me.
Look, okay, so I live with my partner. We're long-term, we're exclusive, but we're not married, we're not engaged. It's interesting because my parents' generation, they are like my mom's like, there's step by step, you don't get the ring. If you're living with him, why would you get the ring? Da 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 da. I'm like, Mom, do I want a ring? But then on the back end, like in my relationship, I'm like, so where's the ring? Like, I'm like playing all the sides right now.
Yeah.
But truly in my heart, I know, like, I don't think I care as much about marriage. I think a lot of people in my generation feel this way.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, like the tax benefits, like, so I don't know.
I'm sorry. That's real.
I'm in my late 20s now, so I have to start thinking different.
Thinking about,
I'm ahead of that. He's got 2 kids, so this is what I'll say is,
I get it.
I jumped right into things.
I get it.
But that's just very me. Like, it's
very.
I'm not the one that listens to advice. I kind of am like, I'm gonna just go my own way.
Just live. Yeah. Just live. Yep. I personally feel that I always tell people, and it's probably maybe not the most conventional advice, and you guys aren't even asking, but I am all about living with your partner before getting like married. That's what I believe in. Me and my now husband did that because you need to know all the things. Like, how do they wake up in the morning? How are your like cleaning styles? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do we have like real conflict and it's just us in these 4 walls? Like, for me, it made a difference to like really get to know the person to say, yeah, we'll try this marriage thing out. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I guess that's just my opinion. But also live separately at a point. Being a woman who lives alone is just a beautiful time. Like,
I'm having the time of my life right now.
I believe you. If I can get my own little apartment somewhere like on the other side of town and go there on the weekends. Oh my gosh.
I'll so wait. Okay, Angela Bassett. Oh my god, man! I remember all the controversy that came out once, like they announced how they live, and I was like, "Y'all, it's not that deep." And clearly, it works. They've been together how long?
That
part. Wait, who is it? Someone else too. Off. Oh my god, she is so funny.
Abbott Elementary, right?
Yes, Shirley Ralph.
Ralph. Yep. They live like on opposite coasts, and they've been doing it for like 20 years, maybe longer.
They look happy.
Yeah.
Happy.
Wait, I think I might have pulled a Shirley Ralph from Abbott. What's her character name?
Barbara.
I think I pulled a Barbara. I don't know if Angela Bassett and her husband do that. I know
that's
Shirley
so
Ralph.
Funny. That
as soon as y'all said Shirley, I was like, wait, I think that's who I was thinking about, but said Angela Bassett instead.
So since we're talking a little bit about relationships, and you guys have the Black Romance Book Festival, is that the correct title?
Yes,
okay, coming up in like a week, right? From now?
Yeah, literally next weekend.
And what do you guys will be hosting a session there? A panel? Talk to me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Samra actually has a panel that she's doing solo. And then we're doing one together. It's the keynote session, or one of the keynote sessions with Jasmine Gill. I was about to say
it's a tough
Gilroy.
last name.
Guillory. Somebody on TikTok said Gilroy one time, and it stuck.
Yes.
And so I'm like relearning it. It's Guillory.
Okay.
We actually just got off a call with her, and she's so sweet, such a ball of energy. We did like a quick little get to know you before cool. We like get down there and do a whole session with her. And so I'm really excited. I know Samra's probably like, I know you're about to make me do 50 loving TikToks.
Yes, Alana is our resident TikTok girl. So I'm prepared. I'm going to have my hair done. I'm be ready for anything. Yeah. But I do. Okay. So my panel is called Celebrating LGBTQIA+ Love Stories. So I'm really excited about this because as a queer woman, I feel like I didn't know there was such a large selection of queer romance, especially because I was reading a lot of fiction as a young girl, which was only a few, just a little few years ago, but it really was quite a while ago. And we were not as accepting and like, I wasn't reading any girl on girl romances or boy on boy. And I think that like finding this new, like, I guess, subgenre has kind of reawakened my love for romance.
I love that.
Lana's definitely the romance girl, but like, I think maybe just like reading the same like straight romances. Like I felt like I knew the stories, but so like this is kind of giving me like this new exciting, I don't know, like it's like a new little side quest, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Yeah. And I'm really happy that the festival decided to include that, because I feel like unfortunately like our community oftentimes like forgets about our LGBTQIA plus family as well. So I love that they even have this session. So that's super dope. So Alana, you are more of the romance girl. If you had like a top romance novel, like top two, like what would you say those are your top two romance novels are?
Ooh, that's like easy and hard all at the same time, because I am a huge Kennedy Ryan fan. Oh my gosh, she really is what got me into reading Black romances.
Same.
Literally, like,
This
so you
year.
get it. You get it.
Yep.
And so her Skyland series that, just came to an end, I finished Can't Get Enough like end of March. We got early copies of it, and I cried at 12:36 in the morning finishing it.
I'm like on chapter 6. I just started. Okay.
Oh, girl. Oh, it's so good. And like, it's just a beautiful. Okay, let me stop before I give something away. But can I like do the whole series as like one?
Okay, fine. Yes, you can. Go ahead. Okay, like so that's one. Okay,
that's the one. Definitely, like anybody who asks me like a romance book rec, immediately that is what I'm recommending, like off top. Just because the way she writes is just so readable, if that makes sense, but like also deep as hell. Like, and she tackles these topics. It's like a masterclass.
You can tell she researches about what she's going to write about. Like there's a level of care and intention that she puts into like the background stories of these people and what they're experiencing, that I think is just like, dang. Yeah, like you said, a masterclass. Yep.
Yeah, a literal masterclass. And second, top romance, because I'm literally looking at one right now that I read at the beginning of the year that I like loved. But there is one that holds a special place just because of the kind of like hoodoo-y elements, because I'm from New Orleans, and I've got a little hoodoo in me also that has been unlocked as I've aged.
I love it.
I guess Samra calls it my sixth sense, and it's like scary but cool all at the same time. Because I be like have thoughts, and then the thoughts come real, and I'm like, how did I know that?
That's that deep intuition. I love it.
Like one of my friends, she's like, the power of your tongue in particular, like please don't be just talking reckless.
Ooh, that's a lot of power. Yeah.
Well, because so example, and I know I'm going on a tangent here.
You're good.
I swear I'm gonna circle back. There was one time where we were just having, me and her, it's my best friend Maya, Sam, you probably already knew. We were just talking, and all of a sudden, Maya.
No, I know.
Right.
Samra got jokes.
Always. And everybody is so surprised every time. And I'm like, I be telling y'all, she's like quiet sometimes, but deadly. Like she be there.
I be ruminating over here.
But Maya and I were talking, and all of a sudden I was like, we haven't had a really big celebrity death in a while. And I don't know what possessed me to say that. Like, it was the most random thought. The next day, Tina Turner died.
Oh, no.
Right.
Oh,
damn, Lana, you didn't have to do that.
Not Tina.
Right.
No.
And she texted me. She was like, you took Tina. I was like,
oh, my God.
Like, I just felt it.
Oh, my God.
The thing is, I never know who, what, when, where. I don't know any specifics, which I've been told if I like dug deeper into like intuition, I would. But that scares the shit out of me.
I get it. I get it.
I'm like, I don't want to go that deep. Like, I'm cool where I am. Like, the randomness of it all, I'm like, that's fine. But the book that like made me start this rabbit hole is A Love Song for Ricky Wilde by Tia Williams, who is another amazing romance author.
I keep hearing amazing things about her books. I haven't dipped my toe in. I will. After this book that I can't get enough, I'm gonna look at a Tia Williams book. So I will read that one first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And the funny thing is because I'm deep on book talk, and she has another book called 7 Days in June.
Heard about that. Yes.
Yes, and there's a lot of discourse on that one. People were like, "It's really slow. I didn't like it." Da-da-da. And I feel like it's one of those things where it's like different strokes for different folks. Like,
is 7 Days in June is the premise that the main character is an author herself?
yes.
And it starts off as she's at a convention or something.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Didn't get through it. It was slow.
Wow. Case study right here. Because I remember Alana being like, I just don't understand. Like,
People loved
it.
I'm going to go back to that one, maybe. I need to go back to that one first.
And it's like, I can agree. Was it slow at first? Yes. But it's one of those things that's like, once you get over that hump.
Yeah, then it really picks up, takes off. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's oh my gosh. And it's actually it's not the premise, but like its sister book now. She just had it came out last week, I believe. Audrey and Bash are just friends. It's a YA book, and it's the daughter of the main character of 7 Days in June. So yeah.
Oh, I love the worlds that they're creating.
I love a world.
Yes. So talk to me about what genre are you typically into, Samra?
Oh, well, okay. I'm usually a nonfiction girl. But I do enjoy being nosy. Like, I like a memoir, love a memoir.
Okay.
So, yeah, but that's kind of nonfiction-y too, I guess.
Yeah. What's been your favorite memoir? I'm typically not a memoir girl. The most recent memoir that I read was Jada Pinkett's, I think it was last year, the year before. That one,
How was that?
I enjoyed it. I was like, it was...
Because that's what I was thinking about reading it.
Okay. For me, what I took away from it is that I feel like during the promo, like the press run, a lot of people were taking away her relationship with Tupac.
August. Yeah.
August for a second, but then a lot of Tupac, because she did mention him a lot, right?
Right.
But that was the love of her life.
But the thing is, though, here's the thing. This is what I took away. I'm like, these are kids from Baltimore, like in the 80s, like when Baltimore was just not the place to be. So really rough upbringings, and they both make it out of Baltimore in Hollywood, like in their respective fields. Like, of course you're gonna have a tight bond, and nobody will get you like that person who's from the block. So I'm just like, and she spent a little bit of time talking about him, but it wasn't in a disrespectful way to her relationship with Will or whatever. So I was really annoyed by like the discourse online about her, because I feel like Black women always get it the worst. You know what I mean?
Like on that,
yeah.
So yeah. What does it mean to be well read in 2025? And I specify 2025 because there's a whole lot of mess happening.
Good point.
Like, people don't want to read books. Go ahead. Yes.
You know
Talk
what
to
I'm
me.
gonna say? I'm gonna say this. Okay. We paused one of our seasons in the midst of George Floyd. And we were like, drop the season. Fuck the season. Fuck the book. Fuck talking about stuff that doesn't matter. Like, let's talk about what's really going on in life. I think that's being well read, to be honest. I think that it's like similar to Michelle, like showing up for what is needed in that moment. So if that's like educating yourself on some new thing coming out of the White House that's happening, then that's being well read, like reading some articles about it or listening to a podcast. Like, I feel like it doesn't have to be, oh, I finished 80 books this year to be well read. It can be just like staying informed. And I think that that's hopefully what we can kind of show on our show is like, yes, we're, reading, and we do care about learning and like seeing new perspectives through books and different things like that. But ultimately, like on a day-to-day basis, it can look so different. Like you may be really busy and all you can do is just like, maybe all you can do is just do your daily Bible study, and that's well read, like for you.
No, you are exactly on point. Because I like to tell people all the time, like, like Cassandre was saying, like being well read is not reading. Like, I mean, yeah, you are well read if you read 80 books in a year. Cool, kudos, that's amazing. But being well read is like because there's this discourse that like reading romance is not actually like reading, or listening to an audiobook is not. Now that one I'm deeply passionate about.
People really are serious about that one. They're like, you have to literally be looking at words.
Yes.
It's
okay.
Like, maybe I want to do
right. And also
maybe
I was like, that's a smidge ableist also.
That part, yes.
Like,
yes.
Let's talk about that too.
Arguing with your mama.
Yes, right.
And so I feel like Cassandre was saying, being well read looks different for everybody. And that is something we really try to highlight with our show, where it's like, Samra could tell me about some Substack article she read, and that is being well read. Or I could get my subscription from Essence in the mail and devour that, and that is being well read, because it's just about being informed.
Yes.
Like knowing what's going on in the world around you. And it's like, as much as like I like when I was younger, like hearing my parents saying that, like, you got to know what's going on. And especially like when I was in college and, you know, it's election season, they're like, you need to be informed on what's happening in your local government and your local elections. And I was like, okay. But now I really see the value of it in like what being well read can do.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing to know, and it's one thing to just like, you know, be in the mist, but actually doing something with it. I feel like that's where the real power comes in.
For sure. For sure. Y'all are amazing. I am just so happy that we
You
got a
are
chance to like
amazing.
chit
Right. I
chat.
was like, girl, like this is fun.
Yes, you're fantastic. Oh my gosh. Like I'm
The
having a great
questions,
time.
hello? I'm excited for the next. I'm like, all right, what's the next challenge?
I mean, if you guys got a few more seconds.
I mean, well, yes.
Okay, well, one I figure I already know for you, Alana. So it says fill in the blank. I'm currently reading blank and feeling blank.
Ooh, yes. I'm currently reading Plus Size Player by Danielle Allen. And I actually read Curvy Girl Summer, which is the first book in this trilogy that she's doing earlier this year. And when I tell you, I looked at it, because everybody was talking about it, right? And I'm usually like, everybody's talking about it, could go one of two ways.
Right.
And so I looked it up and I saw like the little, because I was like, okay, let me look it up on Amazon so I can get the synopsis, whatever. And I saw like the most highlighted like text or whatever from people doing it on their Kindles or whatever. And when I tell you, it was one of the spiciest scenes I've ever read in my season of reading romance and like getting into that, I immediately sent it to my friend and I said, if you ever want me to read a book, send me this. This is what's going to make me press play on it. Because Curvy Girl Summer, the literal first few sentences, it's like the intro is the sex scene.
Oh. Okay,
Right.
on my list.
It's not too slow.
It's like there is no lead up. It is like we are here.
Oh
and
my
I
goodness.
loved it. And that is what made me really get into this series. And so Plus Size Player is exactly the same. I mean, it doesn't come in with the sex scene like that one did, but it's just like the continuation of the story with a new main character and her journey in love and relationships. And so I feel very spicy reading this book. I'd be taking notes. I'd be like, he did what? He
Listen, that's how I felt when I was reading Revive Me. Is it Revive Me?
Oh, I've
by
heard
J.L.
really
Seegers?
good. Yes, I've heard good things. Oh.
I said her mind is beautiful. Like,
Wow.
or she's lived a really beautiful life. Like, wow.
Amen.
I'm so happy for you. Like, you've experienced all of this. Like,
wow, I love it.
Yes.
I love reading books and like having this thought process. I'm like,
like I can't even what? Like this you have to experience to even write about. You can't make this up. Is what I was like thinking when I was reading. I'm just like, okay.
You're like, there's no way you made this up.
Absolutely not. You live this, and I love that for you.
Is she the next podcast guest?
I would love that because I'm just like, girl, can we talk? Like, the life you've lived, I love it for you.
You made me want to read it.
I know. I'm like pushing it up on my list because it's on my list because everybody's been talking. It's one of those that everybody's talking about.
It's good. I think it takes a little second to get going, but once it does, it's like
off to the races.
Yes, and it's long. It's very long, but worth it.
I remember she was thick when I saw her. I said, this audio book going to be 24 hours.
Yes, yes. But I was locked in. Let me tell you, I was like picking up my kids. Like, on my way to the car pickup, I was like locked in. I had to like, when he come to the car, I'm like, let me turn this in real quick.
Imagine you're like in the grocery store or something, it starts playing. It's like,
yes.
No, that's me in the gym. I have to remember that my beats are louder than I think they are, like to the outside world when I'm reading. Like even today when I was in the gym, I was like, oh shit, this is I think this might be a little loud. Let me turn this down.
The person next to you was just like, what's going on?
Well, she looked at me and I was like, oh shit, let me. That's when I was like, oh, my bad, girl.
I'm trying to have what she's having.
One time I was playing it on my phone. I had like it was on speaker, and I'm doing my makeup in the bathroom, and I'm by myself. At least I thought I was. And my husband comes in, he's just like, is this what you listening to? Is this what you reading right now? He's just like, go off. He's like, is this why you've been extra? I'm just like,
that's my business.
Right? I was just like, pause. I'm like, get out.
Yes, husband.
He's like, go off.
He's like, you need another one of those.
Right. He's like, I will order the next one, right?
I love it.
Goodness. Okay, what about you, Samra?
Now that's being well read.
Right. That is action. Okay.
Yes.
Wait, what was the question?
It's I'm currently reading blank and feeling blank.
Ooh, okay. Mine's not going to be as fun. I'm currently reading One and Done by Frederick Smith.
Mm-hmm.
And I am feeling behind because I need to finish about 6 more books before Black Romance.
Oh, goodness. You got a busy week ahead.
Not you lost it.
Oh, no.
Alana knows I've been cleaning today, so I'm like, where is it?
It's like you cleaned a little too well.
I hate that. Yeah. I hate sometimes like you have to make more of a mess to clean it up. Like that process. I feel you. But where can the people find you guys?
You can find us everywhere at She Well Read. We are at She Well Read on all platforms. Thanks the social media gods for that one. We are primarily on TikTok, Instagram, Threads. I've been trying to convince Samra to come over to Threads with me more often because it's a fun place.
It is.
Yeah, I forgot I'm supposed to be saying something now.
I know that was your friendly reminder. Get on the Threads.
Heard, noted.
We also have a Substack. Like we're talking about books, yes, absolutely, but we're also like getting deeper into the topics that we talk about with our guests and just like in general on the show. And also we have our book vote going on right now. I don't know, by the time this airs, it might be over. We're probably going to extend it though, where everybody can vote on what we read next season. That's kind of how our show works. We have a vote. We have a list of books. There's about 8 books on the list, and everybody can go out and vote on which one that we dive into for the next season. And so it's kind of more of like a community effort. And yeah, we're really excited.
Nice.
And the season starts in August. So
yes, fall reading.
So what books are the people voting on right now?
It's a very well-rounded list. It's a little bit of every genre. So there's something for everybody. Nice. So the picks are Happy Land by Nolan Perkins Valdez, which we actually had her on the show and she's amazing.
Nice.
It's giving Wakanda, but like in real life.
Oh,
because this is it's a historical fiction. Yeah. And it actually happened and was a thing. There was a community in the Carolinas, a Black community, where they like have their own land, had their own resources, had their own like Wakanda style community. And of course, as the story goes of colonization and things. Right. Yeah. But it sounds really good. I haven't started it. Well, like I started it and then I purposely stopped when I knew it was going to be one of the book options because we really do read along as we're doing the season. So we have no idea like what the next episode will be about.
Okay.
Yeah, which actually is kind of fun because I'm like, I don't even know what we're talking about next week until I read this chapter.
Yep. Nice.
Loud by Drew. Oh, I'm going to butcher her last name. Offalo.
Okay.
She's an influencer on TikTok. She's really big on TikTok. And a lot of people were like, y'all should read this. And we were like, okay, don't fight us. We'll add it to the list. We Don't Talk About Carol by Kristen Berry. This is her debut novel, and it's kind of like a thriller type vibes. Yeah. And so it sounds really good. Dream Count by Chimamanda Adichie. I believe that's how you say it. I probably just butchered it. I'm so sorry. A lot of people talking about this one too, as well as The Dream Hotel by Layla Lalami, which Dolan actually told us about this book. It's giving very much dystopian society type deal, deals with AI and like like potentially, yeah, it sounds insane. It's definitely on my TBR if it doesn't get picked. Good Dirt by Charmaine Wilkerson, which is another one that a lot of people have been saying is really good. Matriarch by Tina Knowles, and Herculine by Grace Byron, which this is a thriller / horror, which I'm not too deep into that, but I was like, if the people want to read it, let's go. It's a queer-based novel, and yeah, we are really excited to see which one we read. Right now, actually, looking at the list, oh wait, is this how I see it? Who's in the lead? Right now, Herculene's in the lead.
No way. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I am too. Herculine, and then Matriarch's right behind that. So we shall see.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Yes. So I will put all of that information down below in the show notes. That way you can go ahead and follow along, listen to the podcast, vote for the next book, tune in, all of the good things. So I am so happy that you guys joined. This was such a good conversation. I needed this because
yes,
it was a day, but you guys are just a light and y'all are so fun. I love it.
Thank you for having me. Honestly, this was amazing. And obviously we'll have to have you on our show too. So
I gotta get up on my reads, and then
girl, we can talk about anything and everything. We can talk about the things that are on your list.
Ooh, okay. It's mostly spice, because yes.
It'll be a spicy episode.
Oh
yes.
Wait, I would live if we did a
Honestly,
spicy
the girlies
episode.
would eat it up.
The girlies would absolutely.
Yes. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready.
This is what we're doing.
Whenever you're ready. Thank you for listening to this episode of Be Well Sis. If you'd like to get in touch with us, there's a link in the show notes. Be Well Sis is hosted by me, Dr. Cassandre Dunbar, and produced by Edit Audio. Don't forget to hit follow so you never miss an episode. Until next time, be well, sis.